this is Kiyra Lynn with Hollywood First Look Features, and right now I'm here at the Los Angeles screening of Skin. This film stars Jamie Bell, Danielle MacDonald, and Vera Farmiga. Let's take a first look.
We don't tolerate stupidity. Got that?
Yes, sir!
Do you have one that you regret?
Why, you got one you regret?
What was your first one?
Fred gave it to me. He took me in. I owe him.
I think real family don't make you owe shit.
So you're a family man now. Listen, talk to me, Babs. You know the bad kids ain't gonna like it.
You're better than those racists.
I don't know what to do.
In this business, you've got to stay focused or fall right down the rabbit hole.
What if I take all this stuff off and I'm still a piece of shit?
You have an out, Bryon. I can help you. You don't answer your phone. You don't show up in meetings anymore. I don't even know if you're a member.
I don't know what they're gonna do. You need to get the kids and get out of here.
It's time for you to come back home.
I'm not going back.
No, you have no choice.
This is my family!
How did you know that Jamie was going to be the right person to play this character?
Well, Oren Moverman, who is a producer on the film, he met Jamie 2 weeks before I met him, and he told me, I met a man, not a kid, and you got to meet him. So I went to his set in Virginia, and I met him, and I saw the man that he was talking about, and I saw Bryon Widner. And I told him, you are Bryon Widner. And he told me, look, I'm a little afraid to launch into this role, but it's a good thing that I'm afraid. It means that I feel something. And he took 2 weeks, and only when Danielle jumped on board and she was cast, then he said, now I'm in, because I understand that this is going to be a real and raw and not some Hollywood fantasy. This is like a real film.
Thank you, by the way.
I use this little bitch, you know, he thinks it's a shot call. But... You wait, going back to the next one of these? No. It's gonna be massive.
No, we're done with this.
Yeah.
It's our last gig.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
I don't want my kids to be around this. We're just here for a paycheck.
You play a mom in this movie, and I really liked seeing you take that on. Talk to me about that.
Thank you. It was difficult because I don't have any kids in real life, but it was really fun to try something new and challenging. And I was a little uncertain. I was like, I don't know that I can be maternal like this. And then, you know, there's this scene where I've got all three of my girls, but like the little one, Colby, she's hearing like these racial slurs, and I'm like, no, you will not hear this, because I feel sick hearing this. You will not hear any of this. And I have my hands like clamped over her ears, and I'm like, oh, that's that like, you know, maternal instinct they talk about coming in right now. So it's funny how it like pops out and you really find it. Yeah.
The scenes with you and Jamie, there was a very sweet softness to it. Talk to me about working with him.
It was great. You know, obviously there's a brutalness to Jamie in some of the scenes in this movie. And he always made sure he was never like scary Bryon around me, because I had to fall in love with him. And so he was very careful to kind of keep that side of the character with that side of the story, and really kind of always be very gentle with me and around me. And that really allowed us to kind of like find our dynamic as a couple in the movie. And it was really great. He's so great to work with because he thinks of everything. And that was really cool. And it's now fun to see him in action, because I'm like, I know what you're thinking. It's making me think.
Did you get an opportunity to meet?
I did, yeah. I went, because of his witness protection deal with the FBI, obviously, the conditions of it were quite scary, honestly. I wasn't sure what I was walking into, but I was very grateful for the time I had with him. I was very honest with him. I said, you know, I'm not entirely sure if what this character is going to be like. I'm not sure if it's going to be necessarily a likable character. I'm not entirely sure if he's the hero of the story. We're all very passionate about this film. We made this movie for no money at all, and everyone knew the kind of story we were telling, the people we were representing, and the kind of people we were portraying. And as we were making it, these kinds of stories weren't too far away from the headlines. So we had a very big moral kind of obligation, I think, to tell it properly.
In doing the research to play him, was there anything that you found in skinhead culture that was fascinating or weren't really aware of?
There's very little that's fascinating about it. It's an icky thing to have to dive into, but unfortunately it is a part of our society currently, and it's emboldened currently. They've almost been given a platform to some degree. I would say the research was horrifying in terms of how many groups there are, how many chapters of this there are across the country, not just this country, other countries, how mobilized, how organized, how armed they are. It's frightening, frankly.
What do you want audiences to walk away with once they've seen your film?
It's a hard look at American culture, a certain American culture, and not just American culture, a certain culture that has existed and permeated for centuries. The hope in this for me is that intolerance, bigotry, and hatred is inherited, something that is learnt. I hope that this film is highlighting that that cycle can end, and that's where this film ends. I'm hoping that that's something that people take away from it.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Skin is in theaters on July 26th. This is Kiyra, and we'll see you next time.